As you know, I did yesterday another edition of track submits where you guys sent me tracks and I give you my honest feedback. And what I really recognized going through the mails is that everybody's asking about how to improve the mixing, how to get a better kick, how to get the balance right, and all of these technical things. But I haven't found a single email where anybody was asking about how the chord structure actually is, if the melody is alright, if it's catchy, what they can improve about it. And this entire musical part is actually so important that I want to focus today's episode on like the technical things versus the melodic and musical things. But first of all, of course, heading to the studio as always. Wow, that's the first time I'm outside in the past 3 months without freezing instantly. It's really warm and nice.
Little jean jacket, won't you let me in?
I really don't get it. It's 2017 and the only way to get my breakfast is paying cash. That's really something typical for Germany. It's really still a very cash-centric country, but we will get there eventually. The package isn't mine, it's for Vanessa, but this letter is for me and yeah, bank. So let's see how much I owe them. Okay, this doesn't really look that good. You know what, let's just put this aside and deal later with it. Let's get to the main topic for today, and it has really to do with the tracks of you that I went through and also the remixes I listened to. A lot of you are concerned about the mixing, the sound design and these kind of things, but not really a lot seem to be concerned with the musical side of music producing. I mean, it's in the name, it's important, it's the foundation. A musical good track will work. A good mixed track that is musically just not interesting or wrong just doesn't work. But don't get me wrong, the technical side is also important. It's just not the first step. Whenever I'm sitting here in the studio, I just make song ideas. I just play in the guitar or the piano. I come up maybe with a drum pattern or a percussion pattern. Just having something that makes the track interesting. And if I'm sure that the melodies are good enough to make it into a track, then I start with the sound design, the mixing, the arrangement, and then the very last step is then taking care of the mastering. And it seems with a lot of beginners that it's the other way around. They first are concerned about the mastering, the mixing, then the arrangement, then they go maybe into selecting the parts and at last for the melodies. And they're actually the core of your track. It's still music. It has to be musically good, interesting and right before you even think about the technical things. At the same time, this still means you can be a music producer or learn to become a music producer without having a knowledge about music theory, but you also have to learn it along the way as you learn to compress things, EQ things and mix them. You should learn all of these things because at the end, if you want to make a good track, all of these parts need to be right on point. So for me, it's really about making musical ideas. I usually make at least 10 and then I decide for the best one. Turn that single one into a full track through doing the sound design, the mixing and these kind of things. Then the next step is the business side of things, and part of the business side is promoting the track, finding a good label, and also making sure that you're getting paid for the track. And all of these things combined will make it possible for you to make a living of being a music producer, and it's all important. If you leave out one of these parts, you will definitely fail. Another thing I always recognize whenever I do the track submits are your SoundCloud pages. Some of them are extremely weak. You need to take care of promoting them, put in all of the information, your social media links to Facebook, Snapchat and whatever. You also need to consistently upload tracks to kind of keep your fan base interested. and slowly but steady just try to grow on SoundCloud. And I was really astounded how many people don't have Facebook and couldn't participate in the remix contest. I myself don't really like Facebook, but it's part of my job, and it should also be part of your job. It's important. A lot of people check on Facebook what's going on, and that's the easiest way and the cheapest way to just promote your music with your friends, family, and also with the music industry. And I can guarantee you, whenever you have a track finished and send it out to a label and they are thinking about signing it, they will definitely check out all of your social media sites before even talking to you. So really think about providing the entire package. You could imagine it as a pyramid, like the bottom part is getting the musical things right, the middle section would be the technical things, and the top part the business, promotion and social media stuff, and at the very top would be like having the last amount of luck that is needed to be successful in the music industry. If you are a regular viewer, you've probably heard me already a couple of times saying that I'm taking care of business things, of emails. If you have all of the musical stuff figured out and most of the technical things, and you have your first releases and you really try to build a music career, then all of those three parts become equally as important. So I'm taking care of making new song ideas 1/3 of my week. 1/3 of the week is taking care of mixing, mastering, EQing, arranging, and all these kind of things. And 1/3 is really basically down to answering emails, taking care of all of the social media things. Today, spending most of my time just taking care of the business side of things. It's Monday. I haven't answered any emails on the weekend, so about time to take care of it.
I know your heart's hard and late to think. You've seen death, he's called your name. I've seen him too, honey, I'm the same.
I at least managed to work a little bit on new music. It's now already past 7:30, so it's about time to head back home just to take care of more things. For example, cooking. Finding out that tomorrow is actually Valentine's Day. Yay! The day every woman is looking forward and always disappointed, and the day every man basically forgets about and tries to find a present last minute and also doesn't like it. So why do we even celebrate it? And the last thing for today is calling Vodafone. They are charging us 10 euros every month more. We changed the contract 3 months ago. They promised us 10 euros less a month, but they just didn't do it. They extended the contract by 2 years, but they didn't give us the 10 euros off. So trying to call them. They really do that on every contract that I have with them. Every time I'm changing the contract, they don't change anything about it and they wait for me to call. And I'm sure they're making that on purpose. They're just hoping that maybe 1, 2, or even 5% of the people won't recognize it. And this way, with the millions of customers they have, they make a whole lot of money. That's really basically fraud. I'm sure they're doing this on purpose. And I'm sure this is also being done to you. And I almost forgot my favorite task, vacuum cleaning. I think the only people that love that day are the ones selling flowers and chocolate and all of these other cliche kind of things.
Honey, I'm safe.